call this meeting to order at 7:08 p.m. And we have nothing to report. Nothing to report from the session. Can we have a roll call, please?
Student Trustee Abazarea.
Here.
Trustee Salahuddin.
Here.
Trustee Garrett.
Present.
Vice President Lee.
Here.
President Tejada.
Here.
There are no changes.
To approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
No report out of closed session. Now, we have the oath of office swearing-in ceremony for our student trustees who are here right now. And so we'd like to officially have them take the oath of office as a Jefferson Union High School District student trustee. And we'll start with Mr. Abuzaria. Have usually they have a second. So well,
Usually they have what?
oh, they can.
Oh, sorry. Here's copies.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay.
Multiple copies.
Stand in the
Okay. Either one. I'm happy to do it, and I don't know what the tradition is, so. Does the president do it, or does the superintendent?
She does it.
Okay.
I, Mustafa Abuzataya, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of California,
and the Constitution of California,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. It's official. I, Natalie Law, do solemnly swear
I, Daly, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of California,
and the Constitution of California,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. Thank you.
I have pictures if you guys would like them. I can email. No, Mustafa.
You should ask his parent. Ask the parent instead.
Right.
I may just email them anyway.
Okay, so now on to the election of officers. First, to elect the board president. Do we have any nominations?
Nominate Rosie Tejada.
Is that a motion? Motion to nominate.
Move to nominate Rosie Tejada as board president.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Yay!
Do you have a nomination to elect the board vice president? Move to elect Andrew Lee as the vice president. Okay. We have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yay!
That guy.
A motion, we have a motion to elect to nominate a board clerk.
Move to nominate Talima Saladin as clerk.
Do you have a second?
You can't second your. I can't.
Second? I'm just kidding. All in favor? Aye. Yay! Great.
I said, woo.
Oh, he said,
Are you
"Well."
giddy, are you giddy with happiness?
Oh my God, so happy. Yay, yeah.
And so now we will appoint the board secretary, who will be Ms. Presta here. Yay!
We have to
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So fun, so fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, on with our board report, and I realize it is finals week, so you don't have to stay for the whole meeting. So we'll start with Natalie Law.
Oh, with updates?
Yeah, an update.
If you have
If you
one.
have one.
So today was our first day of finals, and we had 2 periods for finals today, and we had a 25-minute brunch. And Westmore had a snack bar that was set up at both buildings for students to grab snacks so that they can eat it during brunch. And we also had the cafeteria open for brunch as well, so students can get food to eat, and I thought that was great.
So outside of it being finals week last week and a little bit into this week, some students in student government put together a winter week. So like during lunch, there were like little activities that students could do, like writing positive notes for other students and making snow people. And then so I've seen some of them hung up around campus, and like they have like some positive notes like good luck on finals or like things like that. And then also on Monday, a team of student government members for I think National Hot Cocoa Day, they like gave out hot cocoa kits. So it was like a cup and then a packet of hot cocoa and then like a peppermint. And that is all I have to report.
I have a question. That's for all the students? Pretty cool.
I don't know because I wasn't the one distributing, so I don't know. I don't know if we ended up running out or not, so I'm not sure.
That was the goal.
Was the goal to run out?
Yeah. And Salahuddin?
So, since we met a week ago, I don't have a ton, but we did have a COVID recovery council for San Mateo County. I'm on that council, and the one thing that was in that meeting that was reported out that kind of was alarming to me, because I thought I had understood the eviction process, and I thought we were past like the moratorium piece, but from what I learned at that meeting, that the hearings for evictions haven't started yet. So there was a lot of people that have the possibility of being evicted that process hasn't even started. So if they didn't complete their paperwork, they're still able to live in their home, but there's a high likelihood that they're going to be evicted. And so what they were saying is that the transit last time really started heavily with an uptick in food services that people are struggling to pay their rent. And they've seen a large uptick in people are asking for food. So it's just something to be aware of that there's a possibility that we may start seeing people leave because the amount of people that are able to actually complete the paperwork to be allowed to stay if they haven't been able to pay their rent isn't as high as they would like, but they're still able to stay in their house right now. So that kind of set off some alarms for me, especially since we are no longer able to provide remote learning for anyone. So it might be something that we ask legislators about, like, is it possible if someone has to move, maybe if they're seniors, if they could stay with us in remote or something, you know, something of that nature.
Thank you for that. Ms. Garrett?
I don't have anything to report, except I want to wish everyone a happy holidays and a restful winter vacation.
Hi, Mr. Ochafenti, do you have a report for us?
Yeah, it's a brief one. One, good to know that we're closing out the semester. Amidst the weather, I think even despite it all, I think we're all happy to make it this point in the year. And as a teacher, just noticing my students are looking to close this year strong, the way we were last year. I think in year two of a pandemic, essentially we're trying to focus on what counts the most. And so I think a lot of the issues that our students are talking about and engaging, and of course our staff and families in the community. And among those, being sexual harassment and gender equity and equality. I'm just very proud of the protests and youth being very vocal in our community and speaking out, not only in defense of civil rights here, but of course human rights globally. And so seeing that not only in our district here, but Bay Area wide, and of course that being resonant, I think everywhere is a good way to maybe end the semester, but also start new conversations, especially with a review of Title IX and what that means at the federal level coming next semester. So happy to see that. Close out the semester strong, and yeah, that's all for now.
Nothing to report. Not since we only just met a few days ago. So, nothing new. Just have a wonderful holiday season, everybody.
I have a senior, and she has a final tomorrow, and she cannot wait for the winter break. And she still has more college applications to work on. But yeah, I hope everybody can actually get some rest during this winter break and don't work. We all need to recharge. And that's all I have to say. So, Ms. Presta?
Thank you. I don't have a lot either because we were just here last week. I want to thank, and probably Ms. Casey will be talking a little bit about negotiations, but I do want to mention that the negotiation teams for administration and labor have been working really, really hard and really, really well these past few weeks, and I just want to thank them for all their efforts. They've made a lot of progress, and I think it really speaks to the relationship between labor and management that's really positive. So I just want to thank them for all of their hard work, and hoping that they can all kind of take a break over winter break and kind of put it aside after Friday and then get back to it afterwards. And I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday and a restful winter break as well. Thanks.
Ms. Casey, 1481 report.
Good evening, everyone. I don't really have anything. Just want to say, please get some rest. I know I thought I had some days off, and I already have a meeting scheduled. So that happens, and we are really working hard. Exhaustion is right about to fall over, but we're trying to get things accomplished so that over the break, people can have a little bit of a downtime and not worry so much. So, and thank you to everyone who's been working. The negotiations team has been incredible, and we're
Thank you.
Ms. Preston?
Thank you. I realize I did have one thing to say, one more thing. In one of my superintendent calls earlier this week, we too were talking about the COVID update from the county. And I just want to put a plug in for people getting their boosters, because it's really being shown that the booster offers much more protection than the first two, shots. It's really necessary now if you're eligible, and I think it's 16 and up can get a booster. So I really want to make that plug to get your booster. The other thing is, many of us are kind of going back, not maybe to normal pre-pandemic, but gathering with people over the holidays like we used to. And so I just want to remind myself and others to still practice safety, wearing a mask when in large groups, et cetera. Because when we come back from winter break, we will be gathering again in classrooms, and we just want to make sure that everybody remains safe. So just a reminder. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to jump to our consent agenda.
Mhm.
We have a motion to approve.
Move to approve consent.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I would like to call out that we have appointed our new executive director of the Daly City Youth Health Center, Anya Shapiro, who has been with the Daly City Youth Health Center for over a year now.
Thank you so much. I am incredibly excited. I've lived in Daly City for over 25 years and really care about this community. I've absolutely loved my role at the Daly City Youth Health Center for the past year as the behavioral health director, and this is a very natural step forward for me. We have an amazing team. We've done our really good work in terms of serving the community, and I'm definitely going to be dedicated to continuing that good work and making sure that we address the needs of our clients and the community and the families to the best of our ability.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes.
But I know, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm
It's
sorry.
fine, we haven't been set up yet. Yeah.
I'm not used to the new,
Yeah.
No, it's fine, we haven't been set up, so.
Not that I know.
Yeah.
Now on to our discussion items. 14A1, the board liaison assignments. So I think, did everybody get this?
No, we just gave it, I think Chelsea just gave it to you
It's
to,
in the packet.
it's in the packet, but just gave it to you paper-wise to go through.
All right, so why don't we go down the list?
So we've got the current people who are on it. Um,
Okay. So if we go to our board packet, it has the previous year's liaison assignments. So let's just go through the list. So for the joint articulation, Andy and Nick, did you guys want?
With PSD, City of Pacifica, and the Water District, yeah, I'm happy to continue on.
Sure. Do you want to continue?
Okay. And then the JUHSD City of Colma, Daly City Colma Chamber of Commerce, that was me, which we didn't do anything. So I can stay on.
Are you going to organize a meeting? It would be really important to
Yeah,
have
it
a
would.
meeting.
Do we want to have two people on that?
I mean, I can be on there with you, but.
Because they got a new,
Yeah, because I've met with her several times just because we're in county leadership class together.
Mm.
Wonderful. Let's do that. Let's
Okay.
put two on there and we can set something up.
Mhm.
And then JUHSD City of Daly City and JESD.
Yep, I'm happy to continue on.
Then we should have meant, that is not, so this one hasn't met.
Yeah.
So we need to get clarification from the city of Daly City if they want to do this. Because right now they're just meeting with us as a housing subcommittee, but not it's not what this is supposed to be, which is to talk about city school issues. So I don't know if we can bring it up with the city if they're willing to do this and if they want to put two people on there. That's different from
Would you like me to reach out?
yeah,
I'm
see
happy
if it's
to.
different from Jocelyn and Lynn. I mean, I would prefer Pam and Rod.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Pam's on my school sites all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
And we have Pam does a lot with Jefferson Council.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Archipenti?
Yeah, I would express interest in working with that committee.
But, okay, so we're not going to, first, Ms. Presser, you're going
We're
to
gonna see if it's on, if it's gonna keep, if we'll continue with
willing.
it. But should we decide on who would be on it, just in case? Or do you
I'm
wanna?
fine staying on it. I mean, we've never been able to actually have a meeting yet.
Okay, so then, so Kalima and Andy or Nick?
I'm fine to be on it as well, I mean, since we've been dealing with the city. But Nick does live in Daly City. If it's this new iteration, if we're talking specifically about us, the city of Daly City and Jefferson Elementary, then sure, Nick can be on it.
Okay. So we'll be fine on that. And then, the JUHSD City of Brisbane, Brisbane School District.
This one actually does meet.
Yeah, yep,
So,
so
yeah.
we're good.
So probably we'll have Andy and Kalima to keep the continuity.
Happy to stay on.
And would you like me to reach out to the city manager to maybe set up a check-in?
Yeah.
Or,
Touching on the first four would be good.
Can we just combine this? Can we just add Bayshore?
Yeah, that makes sense.
City of Brisbane, Brisbane School District,
And
Bayshore.
Bayshore.
Just make, instead of having two
Sure.
separate.
Yeah, let's do that, because you guys have done that already.
Yep.
Yep.
Good idea.
agreed.
And then Tony will check in. North County Prevention Partnership.
We get invited every once in a while, so
Hmm.
I'm happy to continue on. I think I went to one meeting, I think, this past year, so.
Okay. That was Andy and Nick. Did you
I'm willing
want
to continue. Yeah. I'm willing to continue.
Pacifica School Volunteers? Andy's on a lot of stuff.
You know, I've
loves
never
it.
been
He
invited
loves it.
to a
I
Pacific
know,
School Volunteers
there's
meeting. I'm happy to be on it, but I don't know that.
What, do you know what that is? I mean, I would assume it's a, do
Yeah, we probably should reach out to him, actually, would be good.
you think it's needed?
You know, they do outreach in PSD, and they certainly would like to do some stuff with us. It doesn't hurt to just at least meet with them sometime in 22, just to see.
They normally help run, at Oceana High School, they normally are the ones that help do the
With senior
senior
acts.
exhibition.
Oh,
Right.
And then they also are one of the major, places that Oceana High School, pre-COVID, used to use to place students for volunteer opportunities.
oh, gosh, okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
why don't I go on that one?
Okay.
And with Carla. District Advisory Council, committee, our student trustees.
I don't, I looked at Tina, because when I was thinking, I think of that as sort of a budget, but
No, it's.
it isn't.
More LCAP input is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should go. You guys should go.
The
You guys,
JUHSD.
are we having, when are those meetings happening? Have they been, can we communicate that to student trustees when they are, so they can attend? Yeah,
Yes, of course we can, although I don't know when they are.
yeah, exactly, whenever.
Did you make notes of all that stuff?
Let's see, Joint PTO Committee. There's not been one. Oh, is that like Jefferson
Isn't
Council?
that Jefferson Council?
Except we don't, it doesn't include the PTOs. It's
Should we just call it Jefferson
PTA.
Council?
Well,
What
we
is-
have PTOs at, it used to be.
They have
a
their
long
own
time
council, like,
No.
and they
No,
just
they're
run as their own
independent.
schools,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go as needed
Yeah.
or as, yeah.
The plan was that we're supposed to start a committee, that you invite all the PTA and PTO presidents of all our schools to meet with you guys twice a year.
Because
So
when-
this is not, I'm sorry, this
Before-
is not the elementary district, this is
No.
our district. Okay, this
Yeah.
is different, yeah.
Because before I got on the board, I was part of the Westmore PTA, and we were actually meeting with all the other PTAs in our district and PTOs.
Who was supposed to lead this? Were we? Ah.
That's you.
Well, no wonder. There's nothing I've ever been told about.
No, we don't.
No wonder nothing's happened in the past year.
I'll work with you on that.
And we're supposed to be doing this.
Let's keep, Carla and I will work with you on that.
Yeah, I'm happy to set it up.
Get that going now that we're getting back together. The JUHSD CT committee. So we had Carla and Nick on that. Yeah.
Do you want a new student trustee?
Well, I think that was, Luca volunteered for that. He wanted to do that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that
he
was just a
did.
one-off, okay. May
So if
I,
any of the student trustees would like to.
may I suggest, I know that there are some of the, I think Carla and Rosie go to the Jefferson Council PTA. Do you want to add that in here, or do you just do that on the
Don't
side?
need to, they can do it on the side.
Okay.
Daly City Youth Health Center Advisory Committee. I think Carla and Kalima keep that. Okay. Oh, San Mateo County School Boards Association. So I can stay on that with Kalima. Or,
I'm going to the meetings anyway.
no, I know. We're going to the meetings anyway. County Committee,
Happy to stay on for that annual meeting.
yeah, the annual meeting.
Someone wants to be the alternate, I'm fine to be removed as that.
Okay.
Carla to me, yeah.
Carla or Andy, Nick, if you want to be an alternate.
Whatever you want, it's fine.
Somebody raise their hand.
Well, Andy, would just be the alternate. Yeah, go ahead, Nick, I mean.
No, say Carla, go ahead.
Carla, okay.
Everybody thinks you should do it, Carla.
Okay, Carla,
Just an alternate.
Alternate.
Sure.
Alternate.
It's like being the assistant regional.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think Andy would never, ever actually not go, but sure, like, in case, like,
No, wait, the assistant regional manager?
Yeah, the first runner-up,
the runner-up, alternate runner-up.
yeah.
Okay, and the JHSD Summit Shasta. Haven't actually done anything, but you want to do that? Okay. We'll keep that. And we should probably reach out to them and see.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. All right. Action item, one action item. Ms. Lujan, the variable term waiver for Lekara Makanoi.
Good evening, everyone. Our one action item this evening is a variable term waiver for Lekara Makanoi, who is a teacher at Thornton. We are requesting a waiver to waive her basic skills and English learner authorization. She is taking CTEL courses. She has already passed 2. And her basic skills, we are currently looking to have that met through one of the alternative measures of her transcript being evaluated. So this is just to cover her until we get those last pieces in place.
Okay, great. Do we have a motion to approve?
So move.
Aye. And consideration of future agenda items? Do you have any? No? I know, since last week. Let's see, so I see that we've listed the regular board meetings coming up in January and the board study session on the 29th.
Turn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.